Derby. Tottenham fighting for their life at the bottom of the table. Arsenal going for their first Premier League title in 22 years. Can they kickstart their season with a win over their North London rivals? Your commentary team, Gary Neville and Peter Drury.
The place is wired. It is fevered. On this day, it is always territorial. The Spurs, the new boss, and still they are threadbare and fearful. Arsenal teetering on the brink of something wonderful, but barely daring to believe it. Well, Igor Tudor has had a whole week to meet, assess and select from a cruelly reduced Tottenham squad. Vicario in goal is just about his only point of certainty. Historically, he prefers three centre-backs, so assuming he goes that way, João Palhinha is pressed into service here again. Pedro Porro is not quite ready, so Archie Gray continues from the right-hand side. Wilson Audebert is the latest injury victim, so Conor Gallagher may be a shade more advanced. Behind Randall Kolo Muani, briefly a Tudor student at Juventus. Dominic Solanke only fit for the bench. Richarlison returns there, plus with a complete alternative side unavailable, the now regular sprinkling of teenagers. So how, post-Wolverhampton, does Mikel Arteta reconjure the pizzazz that took Arsenal to the top in the first place? David Raya goes again after his late Molineux spillage. It's an unchanged back four. Piero Hincapie's first Arsenal goal on Wednesday, having by the end lost so much of its lustre. Declan Rice reaches 100 Premier League games for the Gunners. Two changes since midweek. Eberechi Eze, a hat-trick against Spurs in November, of course, for Noni Madueke, and Trossard for Martinelli. Victor Gyökeres starts at the sharp end again. Still no Kai Havertz. Ben White is absent too today with a muscle issue, but Martin Ødegaard does return to the 20. That is the fresh lead it now, day one. For him the start, as Mikel Arteta gathers for the big finish. For him, the last 6 years have led to the next 3 months. And Gary Colomuani gets first claim on the striker's shirt for a new boss.
Yeah, he's been preferred to Dominic Solanke, who's been
Part of the dynamic, what difference possibly can his presence make? It is a derby.
Well, during the week, and you can't think he's going to get an incredible amount of service today, Colomuani up against the brilliant Gabriel and Saliba. However, with Xavi Simons that you see there in picture close to him, Conor Gallagher running past him, he has to make the very best of what he can and certainly be a nuisance up top. And then for Arsenal, you see David Raya in there. I think Arsenal have gone and done their huddle over in front of those fans in that far corner.
Of the highly strung 60,000 in this fabulous arena, and not one of them is sitting comfortably. For Igor Tudor, immediacy. His reputation is for instant impact. Spurs in his first game with Hajduk Split and Verona and Marseille and with Lazio and most recently with Juventus. Early Arsenal possession is disdainfully treated by a pumped-up Spurs crowd. Further pumped by Van der Ven's first intervention. Only Tottenham are without a Premier League win in 2026. Peter Banks, our referee today, his first.
Frantically trying to get a tackle in and a challenge on those Arsenal players.
First question to read, each at the other's expense and with no mutual regard. Spurs to crash in on the Arsenal dream. Arsenal to send Spurs spiralling towards their worst nightmare. It is only February, but it is fraught. As potentially consequential a North London derby as perhaps you can recall. Let us see where it takes us. Declan Rice, Eberechi Eze, Trossard back into the side. And here's Piero
He made his very first error of the season, leading to a goal against Wolves the other night. He's been absolutely outstanding, arguably Arsenal's best player. But he's got to make sure that he just gets back on the bike very quickly. He claps those fans in the corner. And he's solid and reliable today, because I'm sure those Tottenham fans behind him will want to give him a bit of stick.
Not a North London nail will go unbitten. Spurs 12 games to protect their status. Arsenal 11 games to protect their precious league. Igor Tudor in his media conference the other day. Are you enjoying it? And the answer was plain. I'm not here to enjoy it, I'm here to work. In that sense, he feels a bit old school. He'll have laid it on the line. It's plain, it's clear. By Bissouma, on its way by Simons. Colin Moani wrestling with Gabriel, as he will the afternoon long.
Going back to Igor Tudor, unless they're in some football matches, he won't enjoy it, because Tottenham are in an appalling position in the league. Last season they flirted with relegation but weren't really connected to it. This season they are.
Saka. And Timber to fly it in, and Gyökeres to hit it, and Dragusin to make the block.
It was the classic full-back overlap. 2v1. Xavi Simons decided not to go with Timber. It's a big mistake. It would have been even bigger. Gyökeres, who does the right thing to head it back across the goalkeeper. But Dragusin just finds himself in front of it. Arsenal settle quickly.
Right, it's gone long. Saka has switched on. Vicario's come a long way. Trossard can see an empty goal. Guarded only in the end by Dragusin.
What's the goalkeeper doing as he's running back there? He's got to turn round, he could have just caught it.
Forward again by Zubimendi, on again by Gyökeres, out by Van de Ven, further clear by Spence. Trossard, Timber once more. Dragusin again is the key defender.
Yeah, Tottenham just need to slow this game down a little bit. The goalkeeper holds his hand up, gets a high five. I mean, they're almost man-to-man everywhere, Tottenham, and he flies out, but then on this point here, he's sort of half looking, but why don't you just turn around? He can catch the ball. He puts his defenders in a right mess. It's fair to say it is frantic out there. Gallagher's trying to do a job on Rice, Zuma on Eze, and Sarr on Zubimendi, and they are following the forward players as well. Van de Ven's moving in on to Saka.
Again, falling for Gyökeres, and then Saka flipped on for Trossard. Wide through here is Nketiah. Noise rolling off the white ball. Tottenham need it right now, because Arsenal have the ball and plenty of it.